I'd like to welcome up to the podium for our last speaker, our last elected speaker, is Representative Justine Caldwell. You know, I've known Justine since before she was elected to office, and this has been something that she holds close to her heart. She has been a thoughtful and outspoken advocate for gun safety since long before she's elected, and it is my honor to have her as a partner in this fight.
Thank you, Senator. Before I get started, I also, like Senator Goldin, want to thank my colleagues who were here before. We had a busy day in the House with an Education Committee meeting at 2, and our chairman, McNamara and Amore, wish they could have been here, and we had a House caucus at 3:30, so it's a busy day. So I'm the lead sponsor in the House of the assault weapons ban and the ban on high-capacity magazines, and these are the bills that are designed to address mass shootings. Passing these laws was one of the main reasons I ran for office, and when I ran, it was one of the most important issues I campaigned on, and one of the most important issues I heard about from my constituents. And now it's time to pass them. 70% of Rhode Islanders support them. All of our statewide elected officials support them, and I can't thank them enough for supporting these bills, and me and legislators like me here in the State House. Everyone who represents us in Washington supports them. Our law enforcement supports them. A majority of my colleagues co-sponsored these bills with me, and all of my co-sponsors, every single one, pledged to support these bills. And I want to thank them, and to Representative Kasar, who has remained with us and is a huge champion of these bills. So if these bills are put to a vote, they will pass. They will go to the Senate, where a clear majority supports them, and they will be signed into law by Governor McKee, who fixed his office's stamp to these bills. Whether they are voted on and whether they will become law is fully in the hands of our House and Senate leadership. Our new House leadership pledged to end the practices of the past, where the will of the majority could be subverted by one well-placed member or one well-placed lobbyist, like the one from the NRA. It is a new day in the House of Representatives, and so now we have a real chance. A majority of my colleagues have, in writing, put their names on these bills as sponsors and pledged to me to support them. There is no clearer way to demonstrate that these bills have majority support. There is no neutral ground on these bills. If you are not actively supporting them or actively working for their passage, you are siding with the NRA. You are choosing to preserve the dangerous status quo where entire communities are traumatized, the way that our neighbors in Connecticut were traumatized when they lost 20 6- and 7-year-olds and 6 adults in a single depraved act of violence. Where one man with a grievance can shoot 471 people in Las Vegas and wound nearly 400 others in just 10 minutes using these weapons. These events didn't have to happen, and choosing to do nothing is choosing to allow them to happen again. There are people who are going to die if we don't pass these bills. We don't know who they are yet, but we are here to fight for their lives. The arguments used by the NRA and other gun extremists that these powerful weapons make us safer fly in the face of facts. The clock on the next attack is ticking, and we must act. I ran for office to enact good policy that will save lives. I know many of my colleagues did too. I earned my House and Senate colleagues, and all of you, to let the House Speaker and Senate President know how important these bills are so that we can get them on the floor for votes. Because if we succeed, they will pass and be signed into law here in Rhode Island. Thank you.